All right, you guys ready for this? Every 2 minutes, a drone flies over my house. So I figured we would capture it together. One just came by, so there should be another one coming by any minute. And they keep coming on the exact same pattern. You'll see. They keep flying in from the same place. And then, well, maybe I should shut that off. They keep flying in from the exact same place and they keep going on the same pattern, and it's happening every 2 minutes. And it's so close that you could still see the old drone, why the new drone is flying in. And I at first was just getting videos of it so I could upload videos. But then I started to notice, my husband said it too, that they were coming in on like similar patterns and that it was happening every 2 minutes, like on the dot. So I was like, you know what? Let me go live because I feel like people wouldn't even believe that. Can you guys hear me? Maybe I should ask that. Oh, I don't know how to check the chat, but I'll figure it out. Hi, Corey. I love you, you asshole. Hi, Nina. Nina, these drones are flying right over my fucking house. And they're coming from Corey's house in New Jersey. Watch, one ain't gonna fly over now. Can you hear me, Cor? The last time I went live for my very first time and nobody could hear me. So we wound up having to go live on someone else's channel. You can hear me, Nina? Wow. Nina, I tried to go to my first live. So Nina, you get to tell everybody that you were literally, you got to be my first live because Jeff and 12 Gauge and everybody else joined me, but apparently I was talking for like 5 or 10 minutes and everybody was like, we can't hear you, but I didn't notice it right away. Okay, now it seems like it's taking forever for a drone to fly overhead. Let me turn it around for a second. Hi, you guys. So I'm outside with my fire. I should be doing homework. Hopefully Corey has all of his homework done because it's you. So I hope you have it done. You probably already had it done anyway. Run into the basement and cover your ears so they cannot suck your brain. Oh, trust me. Nina, right now, I could use some of that. Corey will tell you, the end of the semester gets a little bit crazy. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Corey, are you done all your homework or did you not answer for a reason? You know, I had to ask. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be a good professor if I didn't. All right. So according to the tracks, they're coming from over my house. So when one comes, I'll turn the camera around. So they come from over the house and then they fly like going down the exact same like straight pattern. And then literally it'll be, I know it's on the same pattern because the next one comes and it flies in the exact same direction. And I have a picture at some point later on, I'll upload my videos, but I have videos where you literally, oh my God, I think there's a drone on the opposite direction too. I'm not positive that that's a drone though, so hold on, let me turn around. Oh, maybe I should put my flash on. Are you allowed to do that? Oh no, I don't want retouch flash. All right, that one we can't really see because I don't think that one was a drone. But I guarantee you any second. Look, of course I go live and maybe it just hasn't been 2 minutes and it just feels like it's been 15 minutes because I'm live and I'm not really talking to anybody right now. Well, I am, but you guys know what I mean. Like I don't have an exact topic that I came on for other than the drones that keep flying over my house. And of course, I watched Nina, you're right. the government like heard me and they were like, oh no, she's going live on YouTube. Stop the drones in front of her house. I swear to God, you guys, if a drone doesn't fly over my house in about another minute, then that's really shady because it's lit. I've been out here now since 10, like maybe 10 after 10. And the entire time, every 2 minutes. I do have videos though that I could show, so not that anybody thinks I'm lying, but you'll see in the videos. But I wanted to show it live so you guys could see that it literally was like clockwork. Every 2 minutes, another drone would fly. Is there one coming? There might be one coming. Look, now I just look like a crazy person sitting outside looking up saying, is there one coming? Right? So who knows? Why do you guys, like, what do you guys think it is? Yes, Nina, when you're up there alone, 5 minutes feels like 5 hours. If anybody wants to come up and chat, you are so more than welcome. Well, thank you, David. Corey, David just said that I'm pretty. Meanwhile, I have no makeup on. I just got out of the shower. But thank you. I appreciate that highly. I usually get you're like so smart. Weather balloons, no, we've already had them, Nina. I have pictures of them. They're different. These are straight drones. Like, they're so close to my house that you can literally see the whole drone. Like, you could see the whole thing. It's the weirdest thing. And they're pretty low, which is what's making it weird. It's not even like, you know, I don't know. It's pretty low. David, I don't know if you're subscribed, but you should subscribe to my channel. So what are you guys doing? How's everybody going? Look, you guys, how weird is that? Hi, Antonio. Antonio, I have drones flying over my house, Antonio. And Antonio, I've been on now for 7 minutes and 16 seconds, and not one drone has flown overhead. However, for the past hour, every 2 minutes, like clockwork, the drones flew past my house. Sorry, I don't know if that went out. Every 2 minutes, like clockwork, the drones flew over my house for probably the past 2 hours. So the minute I go live, 7 minutes and 43 seconds have passed, and not a drone in sight. Yes, there is. I lied. Drone. Oh, come on. Oh, there it goes. Drone. And look, it goes straight down in this direction. Oh, good. I'm glad they didn't make a liar out of me. I mean, I do have videos already, but that was the longest in between. So that was 8 minutes since the last drone. However, at one point in the beginning, I wasn't really paying attention. So it was possible that one flew over and I just didn't see it. But there goes a drone right now. Why are we getting drones over our house? And why is there so many? And where are they coming from? Is 4 flying over your house? Okay, so Antonio, no, 4 aren't flying over my house. The problem with it is that they're flying over like clockwork every single 2 minutes for like 2 hours. And then the minute I went live, it seems like 10 minutes went by. It was only 8 minutes, but it felt like forever. But let's see how long until the next one comes, because at first I was like, oh no, maybe they know I'm live. I know that sounds a little bit crazy, and I have a doctorate degree, a real one. All right, so let's see. They do testing every year. It's the government. Okay, I got that, right? And I am not a conspiracy theorist. I am a college-educated woman. I have a doctorate degree. So I'm a doctor of education and higher education. And so I am not a conspiracy theorist by any means. I think that conspiracies, of course, there's some, right? But I feel like for the most part, and I've said this before, that it's like hard for people to keep a secret. So think about a secret that you've ever told your friends, right? And how many times did it come back on you and you're like, why did you say something? Like, I told you not to say nothing. So in order for a conspiracy to, oh my God, here's another one. Told you. Maybe they were just taking a break. Here it goes. Hold on. Come on. Come on, where are you? Why can't I see it on my camera? You guys, it's like right above. Where is it? Oh, there it goes. Did you just see it? There we go. That is so weird, you guys. This one in the distance was just, it's like, okay, outside of my house, it's like blinking, 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 like really strong. But in the video, it really isn't. Oh, maybe my screen, maybe I have to clean off. Let me clean off my, the other side of my camera. Meanwhile, the first time I go live, it's going to wind up, what's a drone jammer? The hell is that, Nina? Yeah, I'm fucking freezing, Corey. My toes are frozen. Okay, so I live right by New Jersey. That's where Corey is right now. I'm Corey's professor. And Corey hopefully has all of his tests and his homework done, or I'm going to come to New Jersey and kick his ass. Although I kind of feel bad for him because he's not the biggest Eagles fan, and I am. He likes like some other team. I don't know. What are they? The Chargers or some shit? But anyway, the Eagles are clearly better. Okay, so back to the drones real quick. I understand the government thing. This is my problem with that, okay? The only problem I have with that is that I mean, and tell me if I'm wrong, but didn't they come out and say that they didn't know why or what this was? And if so, like why wouldn't they just say that this is like, you know, like everything's good here, folks. Like this is yearly government work or whatever that we're doing. I feel like if it was, we would be talking about this every year. Like last year it was the balloons. This year it's the drones. So I don't know. Are you allowed to, does anybody know if you're allowed to point a laser at a drone? Can you get locked up for that? I would never do that. I don't even have a laser, but I'm like listening to what other people are saying, like in the neighborhood. Somebody was like, I'm shooting it down. I was like, don't do that. They'll come for you. I'd leave it alone. But I can record it and report it because it's happening more than I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen so many drones come over my house in my life. So wait, I should have counted how long that was since the last one. So it started at 8 minutes in. And then I guess what, it was like a minute ago that it went over. So that was around 12. So that one was like 4 minutes. And that's another thing. And if it was like a yearly thing or something, or like, and again, I totally believe that it is a government thing. Like, I'm not saying that it's not. But what I'm saying is why wouldn't they just say it's a universal testing type thing? Like, is there a reason? Is that like a security hazard type thing? Oh my God. Another drone. There you go. Another one right over my house. Like, why are they coming in at this quick? We're at 13 minutes and 45 seconds. So we've seen 3 now since 8 o'clock. And if you look, it's going to go down the same path as the other drone. And the other drone is still close enough in the distance that if I panned out, like even further, you would be able to see it. That's just crazy to me. Why are they flying over the house like that? Is this happening in anybody else's states and stuff, or is it just me? Corey, have you seen any in New Jersey? Because I thought that's where they were starting. Corey's doing his homework. I saw his little smile face. So yeah, I don't know, you guys. I just thought it was weird, and I was trying to document it because look, it's still there. This one's like hovering. That's weird. This one just doesn't want to go away. Oh, and that was another thing. So the further off it gets, it starts making like these weird, and again, this is probably just a drone thing and I don't know much about drones, but I can't afford them drones. No, I'm kidding. I just probably don't know enough about drones. But the further away it gets, like, I don't know. I don't know. This is just weird. And if it was like a thing that they do all the time, wait, girl, I stay in the crib. It's too cold outside for me. But some of my cousins have. Okay, so this was the thing. Last night we came outside to sit by the fire for a minute, and we saw two of them in the matter of like 5 minutes, not even, because we all got freezing and we were like, we're gonna go in. This isn't worth like frostbite on our feet. And literally we were like, there's another one, there's another one. And then we saw one that went like it wasn't the opposite direction, so it wasn't parallel, it like crossed the opposite way. So then, but I haven't seen that one. My husband saw that one that went the opposite way. I'm seeing the one that's going in the same pattern. And he said that if you go out front, which I'm not going to do because my neighbors will think I'm crazy, and because there's absolutely no fire outside in the front. So I really would die of freezing cold. I feel like I'm telling like horror stories out by the fire. I'm telling ghost stories. Only it's real, and they're drones and they're flying above us. Oh, I can't believe I have 8 people in here, you guys. Thank you all for joining. This is my first live, so when I go back later on and I see who the people were that were in here, I will never forget you guys. Not that I could ever forget Corey, but Corey, I will never forget that you were the first person to ever join my live. Well, actually, Nina was, but you were too, like you and Nina together. And the guy that said that I was pretty, that was really nice of him. There's nothing like a good compliment. And usually the compliments I get aren't like, oh, you're so pretty, because now I'm old. They're usually like, oh my God, you're such a good teacher. So to get a "you're pretty" comment was pretty cool. Or it'll be like, your team sucks. So it's not usually this. I'm going to end this in a minute. I just thought that it was crazy. And so real quick before I end this, because I bet you another one flies over. It's about that. I don't know what I would be working on next as far as, well, first I have to get my grades in, but I need my students to finish their homework so that I can get my grades in. But once I get my grades in, oh, how cool is this, you guys? So I have, well, I have a big issue. It's not good, but I have to figure out flooring for something, and everything is just so expensive, and I need like new steps, and they're concrete steps, so they're like really expensive. So I need to like save money somewhere. So I've been watching epoxy videos for like 4 days, and I think I like can do it. I don't know. Am I just crazy? It's probably a lot harder than they make it look like on the TV. But I'm gonna try an epoxy floor, and I will let everybody know how that goes. But then after I'm all done that, my plan is to focus in on psychology and true crime, specifically related to victimology and criminology. So I want to look at the victims that people choose, and I also want to look at the killer behind the crime, so and their psychology. And I have a feeling, because again, anybody that knows me knows that when I do something, I can lock in. I go 110%. So I have a feeling that we're going to see that there's a lot more themes. And there's like different types. So there's like, but there's not as many types as people think. I think people think that all killers are different, and they're really not. So there are different types, but we're going to find that, like, for example, there's a difference between a mass murderer and I probably shouldn't have said that word, whatever. They're not going to do anything with my drone video anyway. But there's a difference between that and like serial killers. So that's a big one. Corey or Nina, I don't know if you're still on, Nina. But if you are, were either one of you able to see my logo in the background? It has like, it should say Dr. Vona. And it should have, for the brain, it should be like a fingerprint. But anyway, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to call this a night. I don't know if any more are going to come out. But I just thought that was crazy. Thank you all for joining me. and have a fabulous night. Corey, go get your homework done because I have to turn my grades in. Bye, all. Thank you. I don't know how to stop this, but I'll figure it out. Thank you, Corey. All right, I don't know how to turn this off. Oh, there we go.